Hey girlfriends, I'm Meech. Welcome back to my channel. So if you would like to see how I got these honey brown and blonde highlights using no bleach in under an hour, then just keep on watching. So the hair that we'll be using today is from AliAnnabelle. So I do want to thank them for sending me this hair and sponsoring this video. And we'll be using the 613 18-inch frontal unit. Now this is a 13 by 6 frontal, as you guys will see. I love that because the parting space is very versatile and you can move it around. So for this look, we'll be using the Dark and Lovely Dazzling Brown, and I did do a good screen recording of all these colors so you guys can see. We'll also be using the Adore Honey Brown, we'll be using the Adore Spiced Amber, and Clear All's Cream Soda. Now we're going to start with that Dark and Lovely, and we're going to go ahead and get that mixed together. Now this is just strictly going to go on the roots of the hair. It's going to give us a brown tint on the roots because it's going to make it easier once we start to dip the hair with the watercolor. So yeah, we're going to take that, we're going to mix it together, and we're going to start getting that applied to the roots only, and maybe about an inch out, not too far. I mean, unless you want to go a little further, but I just want it enough to where all of the roots are the same color. And here I just took a triangle section and I parted it out where the middle part of the hair would be, and I just did this to pull out the two pieces that I'm going to make sure are lighter in the front. So again, this is totally optional. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. So I'm actually putting the Dark and Lovely on an applicator brush and putting that directly onto the roots of the hair, and this just gives me a little bit more control. As you guys can see, this is kind of a smaller size applicator brush, so I'm just going to do that all throughout the roots of the front of the hair, a little bit in the back, and all on the sides as well. Now in the back, where it's really not that important for me to be super precise, I'm just putting that color on there and smoothing it out with the applicator brush. You don't have to be super neat in this back part, but you do want to make sure that you're super precise with the front and that you get every section of that hair, of those roots, because when you part the hair, you don't want to have a little bit of blonde root here and brown root everywhere else. So here I'm just showing you guys how it looks once the hair is processed, and I believe I let this process for about 25 minutes. Now it looks super dark on this mannequin, but once I get this shampooed out, as you guys see now, it is not super dark at all. It's just a perfect little root touch. So I'm going to go ahead and start sectioning out my hair. This crown part I am sectioning out, I want it to be all the same color. Now you can section your hair how you want to, but the reason why I'm doing it this way is so that when I comb the hair down over the top, I still get kind of like a highlighted effect, but it's not enough where it's not covering up the other colors. Like, I really wish that I could explain it, but if you do this wrong, then you'll see exactly what I was talking about. So yeah, I'm just going to take off this top crown section, and I'm going to braid that, and then I'm going to start working on the other sections. So here, these two thin strips that I'm sectioning on the sides, this is because I want it to be the same color as that top crown section, and that's because it looks more uniform, so that you don't have this top section like honey brown and these two sections like blonde or something like that, because it's not going to look as uniformed if you do it that way. So now I'm going to start sectioning out the back sections. Now on these back sections, I'm braiding them so that I know what section is supposed to be what color, and you guys will see as soon as this clip is over. But yeah, I'm braiding this first section, and it might be like 3 rows in this first section, 3 rows in the next section, because all of these sections are going to be different colors. So this first braid I'm braiding down, the next braid I'm going to the right, and the third braid I'm going to the left. And then I'll repeat that process, so I'll know all the braids that are going down will be the same color, all the braids going to the right will be the same color, and all the braids going to the left will be the same color. Now, as you all know, this method is clearly optional, but this is just easiest for me to see exactly what I'm doing and what sections are supposed to be what color. Now, if you know an easier method for you, then just do that or share it in the comments below so other people can know. But as you guys can see right here, this is what I was saying. These 2 braids going down will be the same color, the ones going to the right will be the same color, and the ones going to the left will be dipped the same color as well. Okay, you guys, so now that we're all sectioned out, we are ready to do our watercolor. Now, it is super imperative that you do the darkest color first, in my opinion, and I'll explain why later on in this video. So now I'm just going to take out this back section because this is again the darkest color. So I want the entire perimeter, being the front 2 pieces, that top crown piece, and this very lowest back section, to be all the same color so that it is uniformed. So now I'm just going to dip that section, and I'm going to use my towel, dry it off. If you towel dry it to the point where it stops dripping, it's not going to get on your other section, so you'll be completely fine. And then I'm just going to move on to the next sections that are going to be dipped this color as well. So now I'm just going to go in and dip this next section, and as you guys can see, I split it in half, and the reason why I did that is to get some more control over the hair. And this is another reason why it's really important to go in first with that root tint, is because once you start dipping the hair, now you don't have to feel like you have to dip it all the way down to the root and possibly get the other sections wet or colored the wrong color, because now all the roots are uniform, they're already the same color, so you don't have to dip nearly as far. So here I'm just dipping that honey brown color on the top crown section, and I'm also going to do it on the 2 side sections, as you guys will see in a little bit. But yeah, I'm just going to do that. Make sure you're towel drying between each section. That is super important so that you do not transfer the colors onto the rest of the hair that has yet to be dipped. So I didn't want to bore you guys by showing you the exact same process of me doing the spiced amber, but I just went the next row that hadn't been dipped, and I went ahead and I did it on the spiced amber. Now, as you guys can see, this is how the hair looks with me just doing honey brown and spiced amber. Now I'm going to go in with cream soda, and as you guys can see, the hair is like brown, and then you have this crazy dimension with the blonde. Now I usually like that, but because of my skin complexion, I did not want that on myself, so I did go ahead and dip the entire wig in the cream soda. And this is why I said that it was super important that you start with the darkest color first, because if you do the lightest color first, you're not going to be able to dip the entire wig in the dark color at the very end, because now the whole entire wig is dark. So I'm going to tint that super bright 613 blonde that's left over by just dipping the entire wig in that cream soda color, because it's super light and it's just gonna kind of put a tint on it. It's not gonna make it like super dark brown or blonde or anything of that nature. Now, even after all that entire color process, I really love how this wig is still in pretty good shape. You guys would be surprised at how many wigs are just in shambles after you put any hint of water or hair color or anything on that. So shout out to AliAnnabelle, because this wig is still in wonderful condition. Now this, I'm just installing the wig. I'm not going to talk you guys through this process because you've seen it a million times already. So yeah, thank you guys so very much for watching. I love you guys so much. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video as well. And also please do not forget to watch my previous video with me installing my wigs glueless. I'll be sure to leave that in the description box below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.